We are gathered here today to ensure the destruction of the descendant of a great and terrible enemy whose villainous stench has tormented monster kind for all too long. The holiday cheeseball. Now, the cheeseball before us may look innocent. It may even smell relatively appetizing. But no! It is a fiend, a villain in the making. Within it lies the capacity for horrible, enduring misery, as its forefather proved with its sins against Simon Alkenmayer. Unsupervised, it will become something unspeakable and entropic and very stinky. As I film this, I've seen my competition, and I recognize that it will be difficult to supplant them. Paul Margadona executed a cheeseball by firearm. It was simple, brutal, and final, like a snapped neck, or like hanging up on someone with a flip phone in the early 2000s, with all the efficient brutality the modern world can offer. I cannot possibly compete on those grounds. However, there are many ways in which a thing can be destroyed, and I have explored my options. I have done it with the mentality of an old-world executioner seeking to design a complete, all-encompassing punishment suitable for a man who sought to kill kings only to be thwarted. I can hear you now, Cheeseball. It is unjust for the child to be punished for the sins of the father. You are the true villain on this day. But you fool! You misunderstand my intention. This is in no way about serving justice. This is about vengeance. Justice will not be served. The only thing that will be served upon this day is the remains of your broken, tortured body upon crackers. I pondered long and hard what to do to this miscreant. I considered taking a journey and throwing it into the sea with a loud yeet. I considered performing an exorcism. I considered hitting it with a baseball bat. I even considered roasting it. Comedy Central style, of course. I would have mocked its appearance, its relationship decisions, its shape, its texture, its bad habits, and even its tears as it cried for me to finally end its suffering. And then when all was said and done, I would have lit it on fire to complete the roasting in a literal sense and to give a nod to the traditional cheeseball execution style. But I will be doing none of these things today. After all of this consideration, I have decided that there is only one fitting execution for this traitor, that it be drawn and quartered. Well, I must clarify. This will not be happening in the traditional sense. I do not have horses or rope, and this cheeseball has no limbs, so I think the results would be quite disappointing. However, I will be doing all I can to ensure that this cruel and unusual punishment still falls upon our hated foe with extremely literal precision. So, Simon, this is for you. Cheeseball, time has run out for you. First, you will be drawn. Oh, that was the wrong color. Hold on a second. Back here. There we go. Cheeseball. Well, it's very dramatic. You see what I mean? It's just gotta get those. What are those? Almonds? I don't know. I didn't check. It looks a little bit like a cookie, but whatever. And let's see, it has, yes. Okay. I think maybe, is this the right color? Sure, why not? It's a really very cruel thing to do. It's probably really good that we moved past this as a society. It's really awful. It's horrendous, really. I'm kind of embarrassed that this is what my ancestors used to do to, well, I think that's passable. You know what? I think it is. I think what we have to do here is have have the proper fanfare because this is a really, really good moment in which vengeance has been served. So here we go. The cheese ball has been drawn. And now we move on to the quartering. Oh, this is truly a vile form of capital punishment. Oh, I can only imagine the pain and suffering this cheese ball must be experiencing at this moment. Oh, it almost makes me shudder. But let us not sympathize with this treasonous wretch. Let us instead make an example of it, so that no cheeseball ever dares step out of line again. All right, the cheeseball has been quartered. And now, to be absolutely certain that the quartering has taken, I will be quartering it again, this time with a knife. Perhaps that will mean it had been aced instead. Well, I don't know how that works for sure, but sure it'll, how do I... yes. Yes. Perfect. This is excellent. Oh, get off. The 14th century has absolutely nothing on me. Nothing at all. I challenge anyone from the 14th century to outdo me. The Spanish Inquisition, who? The murders of all sorts of terrible people? No. Or innocent people, too, actually. That happened a lot. It was bad. Well, it has officially been quartered twice, just to be safe. Well, yes, I suppose that's it. Viewers, the cheese ball has been completely drawn and quartered. The parts of its remains that have not been soiled by quarters will be eaten by me, the executioner, and the rest thrown away, ensuring that its remains are incomplete and may never find rest. Happy holidays, everyone.